I feel like we as a church have done another big topic really well in the past, but it came up again a lot from these questions was like, what does mental health in the church look like? It's a great question. How do we handle that?
Yeah, well, one of the ways is that we never stop talking about it on Sundays. I think that's one of the hallmarks of a Northeast preaching calendar, that you're going to get a sermon series dealing with mental health. This past Christmas was all mental health.
Yeah.
And that's been
Last two Christmases.
Yeah, last two actually.
true.
Yeah. So that's just a streak that we have right now. We might just keep that going, you know. It's dark outside early. People just need to get,
Don't remind
talk
me.
to a little bit more about these things. But we just see it as high value. In the past, we have done like trainings to equip people in the church to know how to respond when mental health crises are happening around them. And then through our care ministry, we do workshops throughout the year.
Yep.
We've done the back to school mental health workshop a couple times. We've done a podcast helping parents and students figure out how to navigate when they're having a mental health crisis. Beyond that, we do pastoral care. So we don't have a counseling center here, but our pastors are equipped to do some triage care.
Yep.
Where we just walk with people and discern some of the spiritual side of what's happening in mental health. And then we have a list of vetted, trusted counselors that if we come to a decision together that, hey, we think you probably should go see one of these people who we know and trust, we can help you get connected with the right counselor and journey with you as you journey with a professional counselor. So we believe, walking with Jesus, the scripture, and therapy. They can all exist in the Christian life, and so there's no stigma, and we want to do everything we can to live a healthy life.
Yeah.
Yeah, from my perspective, it's been interesting because I started noticing the mental health conversation really emerge probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, we got to talk about it at church. But when I started seeing like so much depression and anxiety, suicidality, like all this coming up, I'm thinking about my own childhood because it's especially acute among younger generations. And I don't remember all this when I was a kid. And I think there's a few reasons why. One, there wasn't language that we had for it or an awareness of it like there is now. So it was more there than probably we expected. Two, I think in our cultural moment, there are unique things about secularism and about a screen-based existence
100%.
that is creating more mental health issues. And we talk about both of those a lot at church. One of the things about secularism that blows my mind is that it continues to make promises or write checks that it cannot cash.
Right.
And so people, especially coming into emerging adulthood, come to early adulthood, emerging adulthood, midlife with expectations of life that just aren't realistic.
Right.
You can achieve whatever you want to, right? Anything you set your mind to, and then you realize actually life's hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes what we call a mental health issue is actually just reckoning with the difficulties of life.
Yes.
Yes, that's
It's
right.
hard. It's sad. And then you die.
Yep.
That's life.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the acquisition of woundedness as you age.
Yeah.
So one of the things I love about what Terrence just said is at Northeast, we really do meet that reality. Like, yeah, mental health's real.
Yes.
And we got to talk about it at the church. It cannot be stigmatized. But we also stay in our own lane and say,
That's
yes,
right.
there are medical and therapeutic psychological solutions. We're the experts in the spiritual solutions, and they really do work, by the
Very
way.
much so.
This thing called hope is really something when you're struggling with mental. I know you don't like hearing you need to read your Bible and pray more, you
That's
know.
right.
And like I've seen that abused
It
in the
has,
mental
yeah.
health conversation, but actually
But-
reading your Bible and praying more can be an incredible help when you're struggling through mental health issues. So there's lots of things we do in our church, but you won't see us stay in our lane and try to give spiritual prescriptions and interventions when people come with that.
Yeah. We know our limits.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've
Yeah.
got a lot of great resources. Like,
Absolutely.
Right.
I feel like our church in particular is above and beyond, honestly, like where a lot of people are. And yeah, it is. It's a hallmark. And so please reach out, talk
Absolutely.
with us. Like we would love to help out the best we can.